All right, Newsa-Cast listeners, if you had a chance, we are throwing back to Mile of Music. We had the opportunity last year to interview several of the artists that have been kind of a staple almost at the Mile of Music, and we're going to throw back to Alyssia Dominguez. She was an incredible person to interview. She is kind of taking her Latin roots and making them country. She spends a lot of time here in Wisconsin, but also a lot of time down in Nashville. She's done some really big shows down in Nashville, some iconic venues, and her story is fantastic. You know, growing up listening to her, her family sing and getting into that. She's just was fantastic, super, super kind, and just wanted to continue to talk. It was awesome.
Oh, absolutely, Tosh. That was really, you and I had a great year last year at Mile when we sat down with 3 or 4 artists in a really cool front windows right on College Avenue. Shout out Pete for helping us set that up. And yeah, that was awesome. And this interview was cool. And Ben Milwana and, Dave Willems, we're going to have soon, but we have others. Diggstown, who plays the music in this podcast. They're great friends of ours. Check them out too. They're playing at Rookies on Thursday. I can't remember if they're playing another time, but if anybody local, Diggstown plays, quite a bit throughout the summer, fall. You'll catch a gig for them for sure. I don't think Carly is back this year, but nope. She is very, very active on social. You should follow her on there. She's a hoot, no doubt about that, Tosh.
Yeah, and if you want to check out Alyssia, she's playing the Stone Arch on the North Lot stage on Thursday from 1:25 to 2:15. And she's also playing Jekyll's on Friday, 7:40 to 8:30. Jekyll's is small. If you want to go see her at Jekyll's, it's awesome because it is such a tiny venue. She'll pack the house. Absolutely pack it.
But it reminded me of a story last year that before we interviewed her, she played at Jekyll's, I think it was Thursday, the very first day.
Okay.
And I got there maybe 5 minutes before she went on thinking it's Jekyll's, I'll be fine. Yeah, I was pinned against the front door. Couldn't even get to the stage. So
oh yeah, absolutely.
It is small and a bit narrow. Maybe just a slight hack. The stage is kind of set up where the back door is. In fact, I don't think you can use the back door. And it's a little bit L-shaped in there. Walk to the stage and off to the left, and there was some open area there on that day. So I don't think everybody knows that's up there. So if you get to Jekyll's, even if you're a little bit late, see if you can squeeze your way up all the way to the stage and then scoot over to the left a little bit.
There you go. Mile of Music life hacks from Joe.
Yes, I'm learning them, Tosh. I'm learning them. I take off this week every year, and I just enjoy the hell out of Mile of Music. Yeah,
and when we talk about Alyssia as well, follow her on social as well. She does a ton of stuff on Instagram. You can see all the things that she's doing in Nashville. Absolutely incredible. She is like a major success story from the Mile of Music. All over the place. She is absolutely fantastic. Spotify, anywhere you can stream, and remember to buy. Like I said, buy the merch. Yeah. Buy whatever these artists have because that's where they're making their money right now. So make sure you're supporting your favorite artists from Mile of Music.
And buy Mile of Music merch too, because they need it too. I mean, this is an incredible weekend. And actually, we hope that we have some Mile listeners. We kind of aimed at you on social media, and we hope you clicked on it. So if you find yourself that you clicked on this podcast, we're a local Fox Cities podcast, and we just have local content that we created. So we kind of started it around a long-time fundraising banquet called the Red Smith Banquet. It proceeds benefited youth sports, and COVID kind of ended that. But we were good stewards of our money, and we kind of wanted to keep the message alive. And Tosh and I came up with this concept of, hey, let's do a podcast. Let's replay some old Red Smith banquets, some of the great names that came through, the Bill Waltons, Tommy Lasorda's, Bob Euchre, all those kind of people, really from all the different sports, race car drivers and commissioners and you name it. They've been here. Hockey greats. Tosh and I had a great night, Bobby Hall. Not everybody's going to appreciate that, but we did it that night, and he was a great guy that night. But anyway, we created local content. We took it one step further where we started interviewing just local people, whether they were in sports or musicians. We really, that's almost our favorite people to interview are the different musicians. And we've got quite a few in our archives. So if you go and check out the Newsa-Cast or the Newsa-Cast on YouTube, you're going to see a whole bunch of 2 years worth of content that we put out there. And our great social team, Lindsay and Taylor, they kind of clip some cool things and splice together some great shorts. So, like, subscribe, kind of help us out. Just like the artists, they need support and help. And it helps us if you guys could do that. Even just hitting the subscribe button really is one of the best ways. And obviously listening to us would be even better. But yeah, that's kind of our story. And we were really proud of these interviews and had a great time and wanted to kind of repackage them and put them out there. And as you're walking around Mile of Music and you have your earbuds in, you can listen to the stories of a couple of the artists that are playing the weekend of Mile.
Absolutely. And don't forget, if you do like this, like Joe said, like and subscribe, go to the YouTube channel. You can see these podcasts in the YouTube form, also with our amazing throwbacks as well. So yeah, go check that out. Check out Mile of Music, support everybody local, drink some fine beer at from the Stone Arch people as well. They're fantastic.
Yeah.
And enjoy. It's going to be a great weekend for some incredible music.
So this is your first time to Mile, right?
Yep.
Yeah. What do you think of Appleton?
I love it. So I've been to Appleton a few times for the Gibson Hall shows. I just love Appleton, the live music and the originals.
Yeah.
Just the community here. Everyone seems to really like it. So
it used to be, and we've talked to some of the musicians we've had on this show over the past year, and we've talked about the venues and original music, because this used to be a cover band town. It would be 80s hair band kind of music. You wouldn't be able to. It wasn't stuff like this where you could come see somebody like you. That wasn't a thing. But when Mile of Music started, everybody got into original music, and now we're just cool. Literally blessed to have people like you and to have Mile of Music, and just it's original music. Certainly these 4 days, but it's year round.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It really is. It's cool as can be.
Yeah, for
Music
sure.
is reborn, I feel like, here.
Right? Exactly. It's like a mini Nashville.
It is. Well, it's funny you say that, because Dave Willems talked about that, and it's amazing. We do kind of have a tie with Nashville, and you can probably speak to it. There's a little bit of truth to that, isn't it? It is kind of has that Nashville vibe on a smaller scale, Appleton?
Yeah, for sure. I would say so. Obviously it's different in, the Broadway that everyone pictures.
Right.
But just the original music community here.
Yeah.
I'd say is pretty
College Avenue is
similar.
better than Broadway, right?
Yeah, right. True. Honestly, I don't really go to Broadway very much when I'm in Nashville. So. How
often do you spend down in Nashville? How do you split your time?
Yeah, so I'm there every month, and depending on what I have scheduled, I'll be there either one time for a full week or longer, and then sometimes I'm there twice a month as well. So it just depends on what I get scheduled.
Okay. I made the rookie mistake of a Mile of Music goer attendee. I got to your gig yesterday at Jekyll's just a little, basically as you started, but that's too late because I was pinned up against a wall, so I couldn't enjoy it. But your set was amazing. Your first set at Mile, Jekyll's was packed.
Thank you. It was. I was when I first got there, I was there's people here. I was nervous, but it was fun.
Yeah, there's people everywhere. That's what's cool. And you'll see the same thing, I'm sure. Copper Rock will be full this afternoon, too, for you.
Sweet.
Your guitar, I have to ask you, I love your guitar. Is the hole a heart? I wasn't close enough to see what it
I wish it was, though.
It looked like it from my angle.
No, it's like a little triangle shape.
Okay, got it.
But I saw it in the music shop, and I was like, oh, I have to have this because I saw it was pink. But I didn't think it was going to sound good because, usually the cutesy guitars aren't, the best sound.
Right.
But then I played it and plugged in. It sounds awesome.
Oh, that's awesome. How many guitars do you have?
I don't have too many, but I think I have, 4 acoustics and then 2 electric.
Nice.
Yeah.
So if we could go back and kind of look at your childhood and just kind of talk about how you got your start. What was your inspiration? What was that that magic moment that
Yeah.
you were like, this is it?
I think it was my grandmother. So she used to sing around the house all the time. And so she'd play acoustic, and she was self-taught. And the way that she learned was crazy because she, when she was younger, she would just like go to a music shop and like listen to people play. And she just learned from them.
It's amazing.
But she would play around the house, and then she'd do all old Spanish music. A lot of like, they call it Tejano.
Yeah.
So she would play that, and then she would play like, she would come over to our house all the time. So she'd just come hang, and then even on holidays, we'd all, like Christmas especially, we'd all just sit around her while she played and sang. And it was just like, I don't know, I was always mesmerized when she did that. So
Yeah.
I fell in
That's
love.
cool.
Yeah.
So that was your growing up years? You were young when she was doing that?
Yep. For as long as I can remember. And then around 15 years old, my mom was like, I was into horseback riding back
Okay.
then too.
Yeah.
So my mom was like, okay, we're at this point. We could either buy you a horse or buy you a guitar. And I picked a guitar. And then my grandmother just kind of like taught me what she knew. And like, there's like one specific moment I remember when she was teaching me, and I had learned, I don't even remember what song it was, but I would sing it, and then she was like, do it again. And I'm like, okay. And then I'd keep doing it, and she was like, you're not singing it with feeling. She's like, I can't feel what you're singing about. And then it sounds so goofy and like hippy dippy when I say it, but I was like, when she said that, and then I tried to sing with like the emotion, it was just like this weird feeling that it just clicked. And then ever since then, I've carried that with me. So
Oh, that's awesome.
It's cool that you say that, because when I listen to your music, I definitely can feel, I mean, you can tell that what you're putting into it.
sure.
It comes out in your music tremendously.
That's good to hear.
It's amazing.
Thanks.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
Were you in like choir or music in school then as well?
So I never was in choir in school, only because I didn't love the music that they did.
Yeah, right.
So I was in band though,
Okay.
and I played the flute. But I was mostly in it, I think, because my friends were there.
Sure.
But I did learn, a lot with, timing and all that
Yeah.
with music too. But I only was in that for like a few years, and then
Okay. Did that help you, having that background with the flute, pick up some of the guitar stuff as well? Or you didn't transfer?
yeah, but like I said, maybe just like I learned timing
Sure.
a little bit, but
Okay.
that was about it. Because even when I played guitar, a lot of it was learning on my own. I did take some lessons, but a lot of the teachers that I had met up with were really cool, but it was more like, show me a song and I'll teach you how to play it.
Yeah.
So I didn't really technically learn how to play. I just was really good at mimicking. So
And that's how your grandma learned, right? I mean, you
Yeah.
guys were kind of self-taught.
yeah, for sure. I actually have in my bedroom a framed piece of paper that I found of hers, and it was like chicken scratch, but it was like her way of knowing what to play on the guitar. And it was the weirdest thing.
That's
like I
cool.
still can't decipher it, but I was like, oh, that's so cool that she just had her own method.
Yeah.
And
That's so
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Do you have your own method then? Did you develop your own method?
Honestly, I just kind of watch people, and I don't know, it just kind of sticks with me to remember what
Sure.
I'm playing. And
Your songwriting process, Eric talked about, just the beautiful song, the lyrics. What is your songwriting process? I mean, how do you get the idea from your head to the stage and out to the crowd? What's that process like for you?
yeah, so it's different, I feel like, every time. A lot of the time I try to write as much as I can, and so I'll have an idea book and just either titles or lines, and a lot of them are not great. But I just kind of try to pay attention. Like, that's another thing I've had to learn as a songwriter. Like, even being out and about, you just have to pay attention to like what someone says, or like, oh, that's a cool way they phrase that. And then
Everything becomes content, really, right?
for real. And eventually, I don't know, sometimes I'll just be sitting at home with my guitar and I'll just like have a melody idea, and then I'll pull from my ideas in my book, or sometimes something random pops in my head. And then a lot of the times I like to co-write with people
Sure.
down in Nashville. So that always helps, just, to get the best out of the song a lot of the times.
Those co-writing sessions, those are planned sessions?
Yeah.
And then when you're just writing on your own, just your own, is that kind of random, or do you sit down and plan to write a song, or does a song just kind of spill out of your head?
Yeah, it really depends. Like, a lot of the time I'll try to set some time in the day to, strum, or at least like try to figure out something. But I don't always force it. Like, if it's not coming, I don't, I'll put it down. But then, yeah, sometimes I'll just be practicing, and then all of a sudden that leads to some other song.
So do the lyrics, so you find the melody first usually, and then you go to your book and kind of find lyrics to fit?
For me, I'm pretty strong with melodies for writing, so that's what comes naturally to me.
Sure.
But every once in a while, like, some lyrics will spill out, and then I got to put the music to it. But it's just so all over the place, really.
I love that. We ask so many of our guests about that. I'm fascinated about ideas, and just because we always have ideas. You're right. The whole world's content, but to capture that and to write it down, and then just to present that idea it's always amazing to me, and it's really cool to see.
Yeah, and I think it's a skill. Like, you have to learn, at least for me, I had to really learn that and pay attention, and you have to be a good listener. So
that's the key. I'm still trying to learn that.
Same.
A lifelong lesson for sure.
So when did you feel like you could, you started playing venues and playing different places? When did that all start for you?
So it all started, everything kind of started around the age 15 for me. Okay. So when I was interested and started playing, my mom would just find little art crawls in the area, and then she would have me play in, then, like, little coffee shops. Yeah. And I don't know, I was pretty fearless back then.
That's awesome.
So I was just like, wherever. And then that's where I just fell in love with music so much that, I'm not saying this is a good thing, but, like, I wasn't the greatest student in school just because I was so focused on music. Like, I would come home and after school and then just pull up YouTube and, like, watch all my favorite artists and then just learn their songs all night. And then probably, like, 9 or 10 would roll around. I'm like, oh, shoot, I have to do homework. And I'd stay up till midnight or whatever, and try to do what I could. But
some would say you were doing your homework, doing the music, right?
Yes, right.
What were some of those early artists that kind of influenced you?
Yeah, so I loved the Dixie Chicks.
Okay. Yeah.
And Taylor Swift was really big at that time, so she was a big influence as well. And then Miranda Lambert.
Sure.
Mostly country artists.
Okay. The Dixie Chicks, I've always liked them.
Oh, so good. Like, there was one concert, I can't remember where it was, but it was their live concert, and I would just watch that over and over.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's just the musicianship, they were so good.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Playing live, that's the best, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. That's my favorite part, just getting out there and connecting with everybody.
Oh, but did you always feel that right do you ever get stage fright or anything, even early on when you started?
Not really. I mean, I think maybe more anxious at times if they're, like, a bigger show.
Yeah.
And, there's going to be a lot of people paying attention. But yeah, I don't know. It's not too much for me.
Was your grandma a showman on stage?
So I never really saw her play live.
Okay.
But from what I heard, like, she would play different little festivals around, because she was from Waukesha. Mm-hmm. And so she would play shows with my grandpa as well. Oh. And I don't know, there's like That's cool. Couple pictures, but video and pictures weren't as big back then.
So. Do your parents play? I mean, growing up, you had your grandma influenced you on music. I mean, was there just music in the house all the time for you?
Yeah, so my parents love music. They don't really do music themselves. My mom sings a little bit. So she would, whenever we'd be in the car, she would be playing the radio, and then she would sing harmonies. And that's kind of where I picked up how to do harmonies too. So she actually did a couple of videos singing harmonies with me on social media. I got her to do like a few videos.
Sure.
So, yeah.
You guys have to have a great Christmas carols and all that. It's got to be beautiful.
Yeah, we try to carry on because my grandmother passed now, so we try to carry on the music, and my cousin sings as well. So last year we did like a little thing where we were just singing back and forth.
I love that.
Yeah, it was fun.
You mentioned your mom in the beginning helped you get gigs. I mean, how do you go about getting gigs? And I mean, your schedule, I was looking at it. You have an incredibly busy schedule. You play, it seems like every night.
Yeah, I know. It's really fun, though. I like to keep it busy that way. But so when my mom would book those smaller venues when I was younger, and then about 17 years old, she was like, if you want to do this full time, you have to book yourself. So she was like, you figured it out now. And I remember I put together a spreadsheet. I would just Google like live music near me in Wisconsin, and I'd have like in an Excel sheet the name and the phone number, the email, and all that. And I remember my first call to one of the venues, and I was like shaking on the phone. I was like, oh, hi. And they did not hire me, but
their loss.
But eventually, like, I got the hang of it, and for a while, it was just really contacting a bunch of places, and then going to support other musicians too. And then they were kind enough to like share info with me, and then now it's kind of gotten to this point where now the venues are calling me. So
yeah, that's nice.
Yeah,
that's
it's cool.
And social media is a huge part of it too, isn't it? You're doing all your social as well,
Yep.
all the posting and that.
Yeah,
I mean,
doing
that's
my
almost
best.
a full-time job too.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it's a struggle.
I'll bet.
Some days it's like I've been trying to vlog and do little videos for while I'm here for the mile, and then sometimes it's hard for me because I'm very much in the moment type of person. So to remember to pull out your camera all the time is a lot, but it's just the way it is these days. So
that reminds me, I forgot to take pictures of this. We're supposed to be
right. See, well, luckily I got my husband here. He's doing all the things for me.
You can find every episode on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or YouTube, or any podcast app. Follow our social accounts for show updates, local events, inspirational content, or simply for fun. Follow us on Facebook, X, TikTok, Blue Sky, or Instagram. Please contact the Newsa-Cast to share your story, offer a suggestion of a particular athlete or sport, or even an idea, or just simply say hello. Newsa-Cast@gmail.com.
So as you think back, and all this is a tough question. Everybody we ask this to says, well, I can't really answer that because I don't want to make anybody mad. What are some of your favorite venues that you've played?
No, I think there's obviously all the venues are really cool, but I do have a few that stick in my mind, like definitely the Gibson Hall here.
Okay.
I think I love listening rooms, so I just love playing that room. I'd also say like a couple of places I've played in Nashville. I was lucky to play the Bluebird Cafe.
God, yeah, that's awesome.
This past year, and so that was really cool. And then there's like another place down there called the Listening Room, which is, another listening room. So I really like it there. I'm trying to think of where else. But those are the ones that stick in my mind right now.
So, such a historic venue, the Bluebird.
Yeah.
How amazing was that for you?
Oh, it was so cool. So I used to try to get into the open mics that they would have every once in a while. And those are really fun, but it's unofficial, I guess. Yeah. And so I was invited this time to play, and it was, I don't know, it was just cool. The whole purpose of the show, too, was to have diversity in country music, too. So they had all different kinds of, like, subgenres of country, and it was really fun. And I had my family there. And it was just, it's you go into the Bluebird, and I don't want to say it's like underwhelming, but it's very small, and it's not like what you expect. But then when the music starts, you're like, oh, I get it. Like there's something about it. It's just so cool, and all the history there too.
That's awesome.
Yeah, what a city. Do you consider yourself country, or I mean, I feel like you're I don't know, new country. I don't even know what the right term is for what you are.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know, because some of the songs that I write, I feel do come out country, and then some are more pop heavy.
Right.
And then more like Latin even.
Yeah.
So I don't know. When people ask, I'm like, oh, country, pop, Latin. I don't know. I kind of go
Just
back
you.
and forth. Yeah.
Yeah, you do a great job of mixing them. I mean,
Thanks.
absolutely. You get a little bit of everything in
Yeah.
your songs, which is really cool.
Yeah, it's fun. And I used to be like super into just straight up country. Like when I first started playing the little bars where I grew up, it was a lot of, they wanted to hear like Johnny Cash and Waylon Jennings and
Yep.
Loretta
Yeah.
and all that stuff. And I fell in love with that.
Good.
And then my mom kind of was like, you know, I know you love that style, but she was like, it would be awesome if you just kind of branched out a little bit and just try to mix it up just for like a little bit of a wider audience.
Yeah.
And I guess that's kind of how I found my sound now.
Yeah, you can tell it's more than one thing. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, and I grew up with so many different styles of music too, so just kind of influenced it.
What as your career progresses? I mean, what's your hope? You want to sell out arenas someday? Want to be Taylor Swift? I mean, what?
Right? That would be amazing. Yeah, I've always, wanted to just chase the dream of being a songwriter and being able to kind of have just this different style of music. Like, I would love to see, even if it wasn't me, I would love to see a Hispanic artist make it into the mainstream country,
Yeah.
just because I feel like there's such a huge audience for it too. And I love that country music now has been so open to different styles.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would love to be, performing on big stages and just sharing kind of the mix of my culture and playing as many stages as I can. I've always looked at it like I have these goals of what I want to do, and whether that's like a record deal or anything like that, but I'm also very open to however it goes is how it goes.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Do you is the goal to have a song on the radio? I mean, when you're writing a song, is that thought in your head, or you're just writing for you and whatever the song is, it is, and if it fits the
Yeah.
radio, fine. If it doesn't,
Right.
Okay.
I think it's hard to chase that idea of keeping like the radio hit in your head.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's when you lose the like authenticity of the song. So I always just try to write as authentic to myself and the song as I can. And obviously, I think the number one thing is you hope it connects with somebody. And then, if it goes to radio or whatever,
Right.
that's cool. So it's just a bonus.
And that's what's cool, I guess, in this day and age with Spotify and iTunes and just all the way you can share music. It doesn't necessarily have to be on the radio.
Right. And I know radio is such a different world. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot involved with that, too. So the fact that independent artists have other ways to get their music out there, it's pretty cool.
Oh, it really is.
Yeah.
Have you? I think she played right after you, Lily Collins. You
Yeah.
guys are. She's going to Nashville too for
Yes.
school. So
I got to chat with her a
Nice.
little bit, and I'm really excited for her. Just the fact that she's majoring in songwriting, and Belmont has so many great opportunities for songwriters and artists, and so I think she's going to do really well.
I think so. I can
Yeah.
see you two hooking up, and you guys would harmonize really well together. I
Right?
feel.
That would be cool. I know we connected on Instagram, like the day before our set
Yeah.
Okay.
at Dr. Jekyll. So then we got to finally meet, and I got to hear her.
So is there, I mean, in your dream scenario, is there a venue that you really want to play at some point that is like sticks out in your mind?
Honestly, like this is a very big goal for me, but like one day I would love to play the Opry. I think that
yeah.
would be
Yep.
amazing. I'm actually going next month, or wait, it's August now, right?
Yeah.
This month, to see a friend of mine, Angie Kay, play there. And I feel like it's a pretty historic moment because she's I think one of the first Hispanics, female Hispanic,
Oh, okay.
since like Linda Ronstadt.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, to play there. I'm pretty sure. So I'm
Okay.
excited for that. But yeah, that's like one of my big goals is to eventually get there.
Yeah, I didn't realize that's quite a gap from Linda Ronstadt. She was the last one to play.
I'm pretty sure. Like I
Wow.
can't think of another Hispanic artist in country music. So yeah, it'll be cool.
it's such danceable music and good music. It's kind of shocking that it's not. I wonder what the disconnect is.
Yeah, I think it's just like country music is starting to be more open now, so it's getting there. They did have an artist named Karin Leon, and he's a awesome Hispanic artist as well, and he does more like Mexican music. Okay. But he was at the Opry, and I think they've never had an audience like he did. So I only saw it online, but I had friends that went, and I was just amazed because I think he did all songs in Spanish.
Oh, wow.
And
that's awesome.
I swear, like, Hispanic people know how to party. And so, like, everyone was just going crazy. And I don't think they ever had an audience like that. So it's cool. It just felt, like, hopeful for, other artists that are doing
it feels like
things.
the culture is, that does feel like the culture, just, I don't want to say party culture, but just that festive celebration kind of culture comes out in the music, comes out in the personality.
It's true. They just, I don't know. They like to have a good time.
So here's another maybe tough question. You look back through your years, you obviously mentioned your grandmother as being a huge influence, but are there some other mentors or some other people that you really think back that helped you as you move through?
Sure. There's so many local musicians that have helped me in little ways. Yeah. I think another big influence for me was my dad. Okay. Because I always say I got the dreamer disease from him, because he's like such a dreamer and always wants to do big things. And I think I got that from him. And he's a really hard worker. So that I think he taught me at a young age to really just do what you can and, just work as hard as you can towards what you want. So
live life with failure and not regret, right?
Right, yes. Exactly.
I heard somebody say that yesterday.
Yeah. Right. So.
That does always amaze me. I'm just in awe at musicians. One, how you can play and sing at the same time, but then you're right, check your emotions and do that in front of people. Yeah,
because it's scary. It's a scary thing to, I think I said that yesterday, like, it's a scary thing being a songwriter sometimes, because I tend to be kind of a private person. So to just like, hey, this is how I'm feeling when I'm at my absolute lowest or whatever. Right. It's like scary to share with a bunch of strangers.
Yeah, your raw feelings.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But honestly, like when you have someone come up to you at the end and say, oh my God, I've been there, or like, you've helped me. Like I had, when I sang that song at the Gibson Hall, like I always try to share when I sing that one, like if you're looking to do something that you're afraid to do, just go for it. Because I don't know, sometimes I'm a very big person that like believes in signs and all that. So if I can just help someone, do the thing they want to do. And I had a couple that came up to me and they're like, we've been really wanting to like travel, like sell our house and do van life and do all the things. And they were like, we're taking this as a sign. Like, I think we're going to go for it. And I don't know if they did, but it's just awesome. Cool to hear something like that.
That's what it's all about for you. Mm-hmm. That's so cool. Inspiration.
So making that transition from Wisconsin to Nashville, there's two totally different types of music scenes, and then Nashville soul, that's the hub.
Sure.
So how has that been for you?
Oh, I have a blast. Like honestly, like Nashville is definitely the spot where I feel like I thrive. I'm so thankful for here because so like when you're in Nashville, I think it's harder to get a bunch of shows like you do here in Wisconsin, just because there's so many people, fighting for spots. Yeah. And so here I'm thankful I get to keep my chops up with live shows. If you get some shows down there, it's really cool bonus. And then I do a lot of writing down there. And honestly, I go there to learn too. So if I get to see somebody, because that's like my favorite part about Nashville is just obviously there's the top-notch musicians. Yeah. So if I can like go down there and just learn a little something from them, even I love learning from people on stage too, the way they like move on stage and their, banter and all that.
Yeah. Is it, I think people might have a perception that it's very cutthroat. Is it cutthroat or is it a community and you guys are all together?
Yeah. I'm sure you can find people that kind of go about it in the cutthroat way. But I honestly feel like it's such a community.
Cool.
And
That's good.
like, I am so thankful I found a great group of friends down there. So there's a handful of Hispanic artists down there trying to do country, get in the country scene as well. And to find that group of people has been so much fun, just because like we can relate. We all kind of grew up very different, but same with how our families are.
Okay.
And I've been thankful to, we lean on each other for, whether, did you go through this, or I don't know, and we're just there to celebrate each other's wins too. So
That's cool.
Yeah, I love it there.
Yeah, you need support. That's good to hear. Because Tasha's right. You're never, I guess you're just never sure if musicians are tight, help each other, mentor each other. But
Right.
It's cool to hear that you can learn, you have friends, and just help each other along the way.
Definitely. And yeah, it depends, obviously. Like, there's some people that are more competitive and whatever, that's just their thing. But when you do find those people, it's like, oh, I'm so thankful that you find them.
Northeast Wisconsin Sports Advancement, or Newsa, is a nonprofit org where our mission is to raise money, provide support, and bring greater awareness to youth sports organizations in Northeast Wisconsin. We do this primarily through the Red Smith Sports Award Banquet and the Newsa-Cast. Each year, we give back to the community through the Every Kid Plays grant. If you are considering donating and providing support through Newsa, please visit redsmith.org for details.
What's life like on the road as you travel? If you put together a little tour, do you like life on the road, hauling your gear? I mean, is it difficult? Is it?
I mean, it's difficult, but I love just, I don't know. I mean, I'm very structured, but I also love just going with whatever. So I love the chaos a little bit. Like, even just being here for the couple of days, like I had the 3 sets at different spots, and just like we were trying to catch like friends playing too, and then I'm like, oh wait, I have to go do my hair or whatever, and it's just fun running around for me. I like it.
Yeah, that is. How do you stay organized pretty well when you're out touring and playing? Is it tough to keep life organized, or?
Well, like I said, I'm a type A person, so I am very like religious with my Google Calendar. Like I like put everything in, and so yeah, I feel like I'm pretty structured with it, but yeah.
Well, it's been a pleasure to have you. I mean, one, to meet you, to hear your music, to discover you. I mean, that's what Mile of Music is about. So from that standpoint, it's been a success. Mile 11 has been awesome, just simply because of you.
Thank you.
And everybody else. But thank you for doing this. I mean, to get to know you and to learn about you, it's fascinating, and you have fans for life.
Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate you having me. It's really been fun hanging out with you.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you for listening to the Newsa-Cast. We'd really appreciate it if you hit up our social pages, subscribe, like, follow, and don't be afraid to engage. Head over to our YouTube channel to get exclusive content like the full interviews and speeches from the past Red Smith banquets.
The mission of the Newsa-Cast is to carry on the tradition and services of the Red Smith Sports Award Banquet that was held in Appleton for 57 years. The banquet has raised over $1 million for youth sports in the area during that time, and as we work up to a live event again, we have developed the Newsa-Cast podcast. Through conversations, we highlight the stories right here from our own backyard. And just like at the Red Smith banquet, we highlight the youth of our area, the coaches, the schools, and even local influencers that make our community great. If you'd like to help us continue our mission, please head over to redsmith.org to donate. The music you heard in this episode was Diggstown, a band right here in Northeast Wisconsin. Catch a gig, find them on Spotify, or go to diggstownrocks.com. This Newsa-Cast was produced by Polywave Studios.